All right, everybody. Well, welcome to another episode of the Draw Along Show. As you can see, my camera is still on the fritz. Well, that's okay. You know what I look like. There are plenty of pictures of me online, especially with long flowing hair and, pictures of me at about 6.5 feet tall, which is what I am, of course, and very athletic. So, you know what I look like. Anyway, it's good to see all of you. Thank you for joining me today. I want to say hi to some folks in the chat. We have RB and Celan and Laura and Robzilla. What's up? Gosh, it's nice when Rob drops by. Celebrity Illustrator in the Mix Gang. Check out Rob's work. If you haven't seen it already, pretty stunning vector drawings. Beautiful stuff. All right. We can't be talking all day. We got to get to some drawing, right? So you're going to need a pencil, a pen, a marker, a crayon, or a nice long, telescoping rod that you would use only for extra long selfies, Grab one of those and dip it in some barbecue sauce and you can draw with that. I think that'll work pretty nicely. Okay, now, today's draw along is going to be really cute and it's going to be really simple for all ages, easy to follow along. It's something, I'll give you a hint, that some people actually like to eat, which, kind of makes you sad. You draw this cute thing and you're like, oh gosh, but people eat it. And did you know that in some parts of the United States, people eat bear? Personally, I like to put on at least a pair of shorts when I have a meal. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, gang, why don't we get to some drawing? Whoops, it looks like I'm having a terrible time here with my stream today. Hang on a minute, I'm going to fix this. I am going to fix this. All right, just bear with me 1 second here. This has happened to me a lot lately. I'm going to give this another go. All right, bear with me 1 second. Okay, holy cow. That was tough. Sorry about that, gang. But we're back. Okay, we want to get to some drawing. Now let's do it quickly so that we can still have a show together. Get yourself something to draw with, and remember to do these drawings, you have to be able to do 3 simple things, and they are a straight line, a zigzag, or a curvilinear line. Could be an S curve, could be a C curve. Alrighty? And let's just jump right to it because we are running out of time. We got to get this show on the road. Okay, we are going to start today's drawing with a nice, simple horizontal line like that. Okay? Alrighty, now, then we're going to angle up this way. Alrighty, check it out. Now, I'd say that's about a, if this is a 90-degree angle, we're going to go at maybe like a 120 or something like that. So up we go. Okay. This line is obviously longer than this one here, so you want to make sure that you do that. And we're actually going to come right back down again. Check it out. Down we go. I think that's an example of a really nice long zigzag. All right, we're going to do that again. We're going to pop out this way. Different angle slightly. Okay, see that? And then back down again. Any guesses as to what we're drawing? I wonder if anybody out there knows. All right, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it almost a 90-degree angle, but not quite, maybe like 110 degrees. Right. Didn't know you'd be doing so much math when you draw with me, did you? See that? Come back down this way. And we're now going to cut straight back. Okay? Straight back. We're going to stop short of this line. Okay. We're stopping short of that line. So this is a little bit reaching out farther to the right than this line is. Okie dokie. Now, here comes a diagonal line. We're going to take a diagonal line. We're going to drop it down right here next to this line, but not touching. Okay? Down we go. Like that. Any guesses? Let's see. Clever. Steve. You all are on the ball. You are on the ball. Alrighty. Are you ready for a really big C curve? This is probably the biggest we've ever drawn in any drawing. We're going to go up and around. Okay, check it out. Make this a little smaller. All right, here we go. All the way up. Okay, Need to take a pause? Go for it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a little pause. And keep it going. Okay. And notice I stopped here. I didn't go all the way down to level with the bottom of my drawing so far, did I? No, 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 no. Because here I'm going to stop and I'm going to angle back slightly like this. Okay, back in this direction to the left. And I'm going to connect this point and this point. Just go like this. Connect those. And from this little corner right here, I'm going to drop a diagonal line this way, okay? And I want it to end about where we are here. Now, to make that simple, I'm going to draw this line first so I have an end point to aim for. And I'm going to leave some space, like I left some space here. Leave a little space right here. Just drop back like that. Okay? And now it's easy for me to just go and connect that right there. Okay. Alrighty. Now, what about the shell of this snail that we're drawing? Here's what you do. You're going to start at the bottom here, and you're going to come curving up this way and loop around like that in a nice little spiral. So around we go and up. See that? Start here and I go around and up, and then I come down and I keep going until I wind up with that. That's probably a really fun thing for you all to draw. It's fun to draw spirals, isn't it? And now, even though we know that typically you're going to draw little eyes on the snail here, for this snail, since it's a cartoony, cute little snail, we're going to change it up. And we're going to do this. We're going to put a little dot there and a little dot there. And then a little pop, pop, zigzag for us right there for the mouth. And that just is extra cute. And you know what's even more cute? I know you didn't see this coming. Check it out. Right here, we're going to go like this. We're going to go up, and then we're going to go pop like that. And next to it, leave a little space and go pop, same kind of deal. Okay. And then I want you to go back. See that? Back a little ways, and then down. So we go up, out, and back, and then down. But right here, check it out. C curve, up and around, and stop right there. And then remember what we did right here? Remember this? Check it out. Up and around, just like that. And guess what? You've got a cute little baby snail hitching a ride on this bigger snail. And that's just extra cute. Now let's give him some grass. We'll just do this. Line, zig, zag, zig, line. Okay? Line, zig, zag, zig, line. Come over to this side. Line, zig, zag, zig, line. Okay? And then behind the tail, you could do this. Uno, dos, right? Maybe a line over here. You want to mix it up. Now you could customize this drawing and make it however you want. You want to add some more snails. You want to add a little tree. You want to add some rocks or anything at all to make it your own. And I think that'll be extra, extra fun. So there you go. That's the draw along portion of the show for today. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to hide that snail for a minute because it is time now for a little art vocab. And today we're talking about op art. Op art. Very interesting category of art. I'll just read what it says on the screen here. Op art was a major development of painting in the 1960s that used geometric forms to create optical effects. And of course, you can see a great example of that on the right here by Bridget Riley. These effects were created by op art, range from the subtle to the disturbing and disorienting. My goodness. Op painting used a framework of purely geometric forms as the basis for its effects and also drew on color theory and the physiology and psychology of perception. P. How about that? Bridget Riley, check this one out. Boy, is that a cool illusion. It really gives you the impression that we have a wave, okay, of the lines. They're moving over a surface, right? And the more you stare at it and move your eyes up and down and left and right, it just tends to feel like it's moving all over the place, which almost brings it into the category of kinetic art, which is another thing we can talk about on a future episode, but they are closely linked. And let's take a gander at another example. Here is one by Vasarely. Okay, Victor Vasarely. And this one's called Duo 2, right? And boy, this one just goes in and out, and you can't tell whether these cube forms are facing us or receding from us. It's really, really cool. Well, this was kind of a short-lived movement. I mean, there are still people out there doing op art, but its popularity didn't last that long. But it was definitely a cool movement, and I thought you all would enjoy it. And I love optical illusions, so this thing was right up my alley. Op art is the name. Go ahead and look up some great examples from the 1960s specifically. Of course, you can find a lot of examples today, but I think the best examples of the purest kind of work that was being done when this was new are from that period of time. And I believe the Tate Modern, which is where I got this information for you all from today, has a good collection of this work as well. So if you happen to live in England, lucky you can go check it out. Alrighty, so that's art vocab for today. Let me know what you think about that in the chat. And we are, of course, going to move on to our animal and activity, which is, whoops, I'm sorry. Every time before we get to the animal activity, you know what we have to do. Got to do a little appreciation station, gang. And so today we are appreciating Laura. Laura, what's up? Laura, do you remember we got called in by the FBI those years ago to investigate that X-file on UFO sightings in Oklahoma? And I, of course, forgot my little handbook of alien languages. And sure enough, we got out there and we got beamed up by a UFO, and I was unprepared, and they were jibber-jabbering at me, and I thought they were threatening us, and I was fearing for my life, and you said, Kyle, don't worry. I studied Gleepthorpe language, and all they're asking us to do is have a little coffee break. That's all. Sat down, had a coffee, was very civilized, and then they beamed us right back down. Isn't that great? But if it hadn't been for you and your amazing understanding of alien languages, you were a whiz at that part of the testing there, then I really would have been scared for my life. But fortunately, it all worked out. No incidents whatsoever. Haven't seen those aliens in a while. Hope they're doing okay. And anyway, thank you for that, and we appreciate you. And now it is time to get back to drawing. So for the animal and activity game, you have to suggest for me some kind of an animal doing some kind of an activity that is strange or funny, bizarre, weird, unexpected, and I will draw it for you in the time that we have remaining. As an example, we yesterday drew a mouse at a vending machine. See that? The mouse is at the vending machine trying to make up his or her mind about what is going to be a good snack. And then last week we drew a butterfly singing, as you can see here. It's always something new. It's always something different. So I rely on you, friends, for your amazing imaginations to come up with something that I can draw here for the animal and activity. Now I'll bring our little snail friend back. And I'm going to grab my nice light blue color to draw with. And I am all set. Let's check out your ideas in the chat. Let's check them out. Righto! Righto. Let's see. Right. Da, 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 da. Okay, are you ready? We have a tiger shaving his beard, a gremlin playing hopscotch, an octopus tap dancing. Misty, when you say gremlin, I wonder if you're referring to the gremlins from the 1980s films. A bird making pancakes. Well, that's fun, Mercurial. Andrew, you're so welcome. I love making brushes, and I'm glad that you love using them. That's great. A moose having supper. I like that. A shepherd dog sipping tea. An octopus drinking apple juice. I have some octopi today. Popular animal. Popular animal. A lion reading a storybook. An eagle hitchhiking. That's funny. I like that. All right, let's try that eagle hitchhiking. I haven't drawn an eagle ever on the show. Oh, just want to mention someone else. Jessica said a capybara sunbathing. Now, this animal has come up before. I need to learn how to draw it. I think they kind of look like muskrats, right? But like with a bigger head or something. I need to look that up. All right, so we're going to have an eagle hitchhiking. Oh, Rob, a bull bungee jumping. That's fun, too. So many good ideas. All right, so Steve, it's yours today. Here we go. Hitchhiking eagle. Hitchhiking eagle. Okay, so I'm going to say, the wing here. I just thinking about this. He's gonna have the wing holding out a sign, and it's gonna have a little arrow, and it's gonna say east, heading east. Okay, and then we got to get the body of the eagle here. Whenever I draw an eagle, I'm just basically thinking about that Muppet, whose name I can't remember. But there was an eagle on the Muppet Show. What was his name? Does anybody know the name of that eagle on the Muppets? How many talons do eagles have in the front? Is it 3 or 2? 3 feels right, but I honestly don't know. Always just making stuff up here, folks. Always just making stuff up. Now we got to sort of make it look like he's hitchhiking. This is going to be challenging. So he's going to have his feathers kind of wrapping around this way, and one's going to have to go that way. Although, I guess it has to be more like it's wrapping around from the bottom, and then one sticking out that way, right? That kind of makes more sense. I'm trying to make this logically make sense. It's kind of weird. Try and make a hitchhiking bird. Oh, you know, eagles actually have much longer legs than this, now that I'm thinking about it. I remember seeing a photo of an eagle with its legs outstretched to pick up some fish or whatever. And they have these bigger kind of feathery masses like this. This is more sort of a realistic depiction of the body of an eagle there. And I know the wings are much bigger, so I should probably do that, make sure that they're big enough. Okay. There is our eagle. And I'm going to knock the opacity back there. And then we're going to grab our darker blue color, as we always do. And we draw over it. And I have about 4 minutes to try and make this work. I think that's possible. I'm pretty sure we've done it with less time than that in the past, haven't we? Maybe I'm just saying that to make myself less scared. Okay, and around we go down this way, and now this is going to be the weird one here. We're going to see how to, can I do this in a way where it feels like some of these feathers are sort of curling around. I guess that's semi-convincing. And then one feather is kind of going off that way, so we get the idea that we're hitchhiking, right? One, two, three. There's that other leg. Side of the road. There's some grass there. And our eagle has his little sign. Going my way. Hide the sketch. And just throw some tail feathers back there. And I think we're okay, gang. I think we just made it. We did it. I know we had some weird technical glitches there at the front. I'm gonna upgrade Wirecast today. Good pal Terry White says he's been streaming with it. Latest version, no issues. Sounds good to me. Alrighty. There you go. Okay, thank you so much. Now, tomorrow is my illustration masterclass at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 1 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to be talking about keyboard shortcuts, key commands for artists. If you are drawing with a stylus and you have a hand on the keyboard, got to be able to use that keyboard in Photoshop to just zoom around and do things quickly, work efficiently. So that is the subject, the topic for tomorrow's episode of Illustration Masterclass right here, behance.net. So check it out, Adobe Live, 4 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Everybody please be kind. And I'm going to say ciao for now.